Once upon a time, long, long ago, in an era before the internet existed, people lived together in small villages, and everyone had a specific role. One person was a farmer who raised pigs, while another was a blacksmith. The blacksmith wanted one of the farmer's pigs, so they made a deal. The blacksmith would receive a pig, and in return, the farmer would get a shovel. This was the birth of trade. Soon, people began exchanging more and more goods. Someone might say, "I'll give you this stick. Give me your daughter in return." Obviously, people started trading more sensible things such as shells, animal teeth, giant stones, cocoa beans, or squirrel furs. However, there was a major problem. Many traded goods spoiled after a few weeks or were too heavy to transport. Another issue was that the farmer eventually no longer needed more shovels. After much thought, the blacksmith came up with a brilliant idea. He created small round coins made of gold, silver, and bronze to serve as a universal medium of exchange. Thus, the first currency was born. Anyone in the village who performed useful work, such as helping build houses, was paid with these coins. Because coins were durable, easy to carry, and could be produced in large numbers, they proved to be an ideal solution. Over time, they spread to neighboring lands, marking the beginning of money. Thousands of years later, money has evolved significantly. Today, it exists mainly as paper money or in digital form. Many countries have their own national currencies, such as the euro, the US dollar, the Japanese yen, and the Swiss franc. To prevent confusion between all these different currencies, the world eventually needed a common reference point. In 1944, the United States proposed that countries link their currencies to the US dollar, which at that time was backed by gold. This system provided stability and helped protect economies against inflation. As a result, the US dollar became the world's leading reserve currency. But what does that actually mean? Imagine you live in Iran and you have 1 million reals. That sounds like you're incredibly rich. You decide to go on vacation, pack your bags, and travel to a country where the US dollar is the accepted currency. Suddenly, your entire fortune of 1 million reals is worth only about 70 cents. Money can be spent on almost anything, and you need it to survive. You can buy V-Bucks, CSGO skins, a bass guitar, or donate it to a streamer who earns 20 times your monthly income. For some people, money is the root of all evil, the worst thing in the world and the cause of countless problems. Others worship it and treat it like the most important thing in life. Most of us do both, depending on how much money is currently in our bank account. As long as you have enough money, you can buy almost anything: a private island, a trip into space, a dinosaur skull, or, if you're especially creative, even a blank canvas for 70,000 euros. To keep your money safe, there are banks, places where you deposit your money and can theoretically withdraw it whenever you want. Besides ordinary banks, there are also central banks. They create new money when the economy is struggling, prices are falling sharply, or governments spend more than they earn. This happened during the 2008 financial crisis, throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, and whenever major economic emergencies occurred. However, when more money is created and enters circulation, each individual unit of money becomes less valuable. This means that people who simply leave their savings in a bank account, like many Germans do, may think their money is safe, but they often overlook inflation. Inflation quietly takes away a small portion of your purchasing power every single year. After 10 years, you may still have the same amount of money in your account, but you'll realize you can buy much less than before. It's like standing on an escalator that's moving downward. You're not walking, but you're still ending up lower than where you started. If you want your money to grow, you basically have two choices. One option is to go to a casino and hope luck is on your side. The other is to invest in different asset classes. If you don't know what you're doing, investing can feel just as risky, but without the flashing lights and cigarette smoke. The important difference is that if you invest wisely and remain patient, you have a genuine chance of growing your wealth over many years, not overnight, not within a week, but slowly, steadily, and quietly. You can invest in real estate, precious metals, artwork, collectible cars, cryptocurrencies, stocks, commodities, Pokemon cards, and many other assets. Altogether, these investments make up your wealth.